Let's start with Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. This fight was supposed to take place in Atlanta in November, but now the fight is off. It sounds like they're having problems with the Georgia State Athletic Commission. So now Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis are planning to move the fight to Miami. And I guess if Florida does not approve it, they will move to Texas or something, right? But I'm hoping this fight don't take place. I think Gervonta Davis deserves to give Lamont Roach another crack at his title. But we all know the business of boxing. If it puts butts in seats, makes a lot of money, someone will pick it up. So I think this fight will take place somewhere and Netflix will pick it up. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope no one picks this fight up and they will force Gervonta Davis to fight Lamont Roach or retire. But it doesn't matter when it comes to boxing, right? Tank Davis fans will continue to glaze him because they see him as a big star in boxing. But yet, we got a 3-time undisputed generational talent, 5-division champion, and an all-time great. And what they say about that? Well, he has to prove himself and fight David Benavidez if he wants me to think he's an all-time great. Yet, Gervonta Davis doesn't have to do any of those obstacles. And all they say to that is, well, Gervonta Davis is a bigger star than Terence Crawford. So I'm very interested to see how this Jake Paul stuff plays out. But for right now, the fight is canceled in Atlanta, and Jake Paul says it will take place in Miami. We'll see what's up with that. And we'll also get into Gervonta Davis' hate towards Terence Crawford. I think the reason he hates him is because he doesn't have the courage to do what Terence Crawford does. And Tank Davis admits it. The receipts are out there. Terence Crawford is a throwback fighter. And Tank Davis admits the throwback fighters are much tougher than he is. They're more greedier than he is. He said they're really mean. And he's not that type of fighter. So when it comes to Terence Crawford, I think Gervonta Davis has more envy than hate. I don't own the rights to this content. It's for educational purposes only. Here's the latest crash out by a Canelo fanboy.
Man, how is it that ever since Turki Al-Akish got involved in boxing, bro, all of a sudden we're getting all these upsets? First it happened with Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia, right? Now it happens with Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, bro. And for whatever reason, bro, for it being an upset, bro, Rolly Romero wasn't jumping in the air the way Andy Ruiz was when he upset Anthony Joshua, right? Terence Crawford wasn't even excited when he won, and Canelo wasn't even bothered that he lost, man. In the Ryan and Rolly Garcia, bro, those two looked like they went through a ritual, bro, just to get that fight, bro, before and after the fight. And after the fight, Canelo just like, hey, listen, man, my legacy cemented, bro. He's a great fighter, man. What can I tell you, man? My mind wanted to, my body did it. All of a sudden, Canelo could only throw a left hook to the hip that he never intended to land. A right to the body? Never seen Canelo throw a right to the body, bro. And this wild overhand punch that's easy to block. Canelo didn't do anything outside of that, bro. And just run around and allow Bud to work him on the inside and work around him, bro. Crazy, bro. You cannot make this shit up. There's no way, bro. That fight wasn't fixed, bro.
Seems like William Boxing feels the same way. This guy's on Twitter is really hurt. He's hurt bad, bro. Suicide watch definitely for William Boxing. He says he feel like Canelo sold his soul for $100 million. Didn't have the rematch. And then he continues to say, we don't throw our fighters away, all the greats lose. So like he's going through emotions right now, you know what I'm saying? Like he knows Canelo lost, but he's making excuses. I bet this guy has watched the fight at least 8 or 9 times to find a way to give Canelo another round here, a round here, to make it look like Canelo won the fight. But even Canelo knows he lost the fight. And Canelo's been the same with all his losses. He's never been up there mad and cussing and whatever like that. Canelo's not that type of person. Yeah, he lost the Bivol fight. He made an excuse about his wrist. But when he lost to Mayweather, you never heard anything. You never heard him get mad and say, I won that fight. And this is what makes the fanboys mad. He's not protesting the fight because he knew he lost. Whether it's by 2 rounds or 7 rounds, Canelo knows, and everybody knows, Canelo lost that fight. And all of a sudden, the Canelo fans, not all of them, some of them are turning on Canelo. Why didn't they do that when he lost to Mayweather? Why didn't they do that when he lost to Bivol? Why is it different when he loses to Terence Crawford? I tell you what, Terence Crawford be ruining fan bases. The Errol Spence fan base hasn't been the same. It has been 2 years. They're still crying about that fight And now you got the Canelo fan base. The loyal fans are still there, but the fanboys are in disarray. They're in denial. They're trying to justify it. Got to be a reason why Crawford beat Canelo besides being better than him. And let me tell the Canelo fanboys, this all started with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao ducked Terence Crawford. That was the fight to bring Terence Crawford to superstardom. And then after that, the politics of boxing, the PBC started putting up roadblocks. Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter fought him at the end, but Sean Porter wouldn't fight him when he was a champion. The only champion in the welterweight division that would fight Crawford in 2018 was Jeff Horn. So could you imagine if Terence Crawford moved to 147 and got all those fights with Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, we can even throw Eudenis Ugas in there. If he got those fights and was able to become undisputed at 147, then move up and fight Jermell Charlo for undisputed, which he was on his way to be undisputed, Terence Crawford probably wouldn't have reached the Canelo fight. And as far as Turkey paying Canelo off to throw the fight, I don't believe that either. Because Turkey's man is Shiraz. He wanted Shiraz to get a crack at those Canelo titles, but he wanted to give Terence Crawford a favor, give him the opportunity to fight first. And that's what he did. I don't think Turkey's happy with the results, but it is what it is. The point I'm trying to make is you cannot roadblock greatness. Greatness is going to happen some way. And they try to blackball Terence Crawford all through his career. But Saturday night proved that Terence Crawford was destined to be an all-time great. And when you heard this clip, this guy's crying about everybody losing since they got with Turkey. The reason everybody's losing when they sign with Turkey or they fight on a Turkey card is because they're facing better competition, tough competition. And boxing fans from America are not used to that. But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. Beezy, I'm gone.
Come Saturday, y'all gonna be crying like I said.